Welcome all. 36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Shannon A. Holmes presiding. During the Zoom court proceeding, there will be no gum chewing, eating, drinking, smoking, or talking. Also, you're required to be dressed appropriately for court. No do-rags, hats, pajamas, low-cut tops, spaghetti string tops, or underclothes should be visible. If you have any additional electronic devices, please silence them or turn them off. Thank you all in advance for your compliance, and good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Officer, are you shifting the video? There we go. Good morning. All right, we are ready to get started. Just a couple of housekeeping things. I am going to make sure that everybody is muted until it is time for your case to be called. Please make sure that you stay on mute. Do not unmute yourself because we don't want to hear the background noise. All right. Good morning, Ms. Villarreal. Good to see you.
Wonderful to see you.
Yeah. Very good. I'm going to do the Wayne County Jail case, and then I will call your case next. Okay.
Very
all
good.
right.
Your Honor,
very good.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
But once we give our appearances, may I go into the breakout room with Ms. Villarreal and I think it's Mr. Cifuentes to discuss the contract?
Yes, it is is he under the name Michelle Sprinkle?
I think so.
Okay, all right, very good. I'll have you place your appearance on the record and then I'll send you to a breakout room. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. You may proceed with your appearances.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
Your motion is granted, and good morning to you, Mr. Fikens. And with that, Mr. Fikens, Ms. Villarreal, and the new contract, I am sending you an invitation right now to breakout room number 1. Please accept it. All right. I am going to have the case managers place your appearance on the record. I see you, Mr. Yancey, if you could.
Yes, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey. All right. I also saw Ms. Robs. There you are, Ms. Robs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Drug Treatment Court Case Manager.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Robs. We are ready to get started. I am going to start first with, is Mr. Morgan still in the courtroom? Oh, there you are. I'm going to start with Christy Zacher. And who has the case number for Ms. Zacher?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, officer, if you could turn up the volume for me, please. Thank you. Ms. Robs, if you could place that case number on the record at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. It's U53-445-519.
All right, and Ms. Zacher, if you could state your name, please.
Christy Zacher.
All right, Ms. Zacher, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good, Your Honor.
All right, you hit a bump in the road.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you understand and you want the help, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Morgan, if you could just make the record and tell us what the plan is for Ms. Zacher.
Yeah. Good morning, Your Honor. It's Monty Morgan, Specialty Court Coordinator. Judge, Ms. Zacher did have an opportunity to get on the 1-800 number yesterday with D-Win. They did complete a phone interview. Ms. Zacher was assessed. They recommended that she go to inpatient treatment at Naomi's Nest. So she is approved to go to that facility today, Judge. So we will be making the contact, we will be calling Naomi's Nest so they can pick her up directly from the jail and take her to Naomi's Nest. So, that's where we at with Ms. Zacher, Judge.
All right, thank you. And so, Ms. Zacher, did you hear Mr. Morgan's report?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, can I count on you to stay in inpatient treatment and get the help that you need?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Ms. Zacher, you understand that recovery is more than about 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. It's a lifetime commitment, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And once you let that guard down, you open the door to go backwards, right? To relapse.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so we understand it. And so I do not want you to stay in jail. I applaud you for coming in on yesterday and turning yourself in. I want to get you the help that you need. And the fact that you came and turned yourself in lets me know that you want the help. And so let's do it. I'm not going to sanction you at this time. I'm going to get you where you can get some help because I don't believe you can get that help just sitting in jail, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, but I'm counting on you to work it, Ms. Zacher. I'm counting on you to really work it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does your family know where you are?
No, not at this time.
Okay, Ms. Robs, do you have contact information for family?
Your Honor, I believe I wrote down a phone number for her brother on yesterday.
Ms. Zacher, is it okay if Ms. Robs calls your brother to let him know where you are?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Robs, would you do that for me, please? I want her
Absolutely.
family to know that she is safe, okay?
Yes.
And that we're getting her the help that she needs.
I think you just called me.
Oh, and we, as a matter of fact, good morning, Ms. Cleveland. As a matter of fact, Mr. Morgan said he believes your brother just called him.
I think that's.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
Now we'll call it. Judge, we're asking also, Ms. Zacher has a current warrant. Could that warrant be lifted and recalled today?
Yes, it certainly will. And I will, Mr. Reed, what I will do is I'm going to set a $500 personal bond with a release to Naomi's Nest only. And they will retrieve her. I hope it's today. I can't say for certain that it is today, but that's the goal, is for them to pick her up on today. And then I'm going to see Ms. Zacher again in 2 weeks. And so what date does that put us on?
Judge, that would put us on, April the 2nd, but unfortunately, it's Good Friday, so we can't see her.
2 weeks is April 2nd?
Yes, Judge.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so if, Judge, if you'd like to see her maybe on April 6th, and then we can get her back on that Friday.
Yes,
docket the next
as long as she stays in inpatient treatment, I will see her on April 6th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. All right, Ms. Zacher, we're gonna get you some help, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself.
Thank
Oh,
you,
I'm
Your
sorry,
Honor.
Mr. Reed.
Yes,
Oh, good
Judge.
morning, Deputy Ravanchi. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Mr. Reed, was there anything else you wanted to add? My apologies.
Yeah, good, Judge. I just wanted to tell Ms. Zacher that we're glad you're safe. We're glad you're alive. I'm also happy that you turned yourself in. People relapse. Drug treatment court is about helping its participants. We've been proud of you in the past. We're still proud of you. Go and work the program and be safe. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Zacher.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Deputy Pravanchi, we will get you an order outlining what the court has indicated on the record this morning.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful weekend. You be safe.
You do the same. You do the same. Thank you. All right. Good morning. Are you Ms. McCallum? Good morning. All right. I am going to give you this case that has to be, she's at the Wayne County Jail. And so I need an order that states that she's going to have a $500 personal bond with release to Naomi's Nest only. If you're not sure about the paperwork, you'll have to call Ms. Knight. And then her next return to court date to put in the system for us is April 6, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And if you could reach out to Ms. Knight about that order sooner than later, because the jail is really waiting on that information. All right, very good. All right, officer, I am ready on my next case. Ms. Villarreal, they're still in the breakout room, so I'll keep moving.
Let me see, where is it? Judge.
It was Mr. Mansell. Mr. Mansell was on first, yes. Mr. Mansell, where are you? Unmute for me and give me your name for the record.
Brian Mansell.
Good morning to you, Mr. Mansell.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I am well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Very good. Let me place a case number on the record. Case number 200059FD. Mr. Mansell, tell me what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you.
Everything's been fine. Just trying to do some work as much as I can possibly do. Legs still a little sore, but still allowing me to be able to go out and work.
All right, very good. What have you been doing to work your program, Mr. Mansell?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
What have you been doing to work your program to stay clean and sober?
Oh, I stay going to all of my meetings, all my classes, and like I said, work keeps me occupied. Just try to stay busy, you know, so I don't have all that idle time.
All right, very good. Tell me something that you've learned in your meetings since the last time I've seen you.
Well, the biggest thing is that acceptance is you got to be able.
I can't hear you. You're fading in and out.
Okay, I was saying that. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, I was saying that the biggest thing always was and is going to be acceptance, being able to admit that you have a problem, not that you had one, that you have a problem, you know, and being able to face it. So it gets easier every day if you really commit to the program and go to these classes.
All right, very good. Acceptance. So you have to admit to yourself that you have a problem.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I mean, if you have a good support system, it's even better. Like I said, my counselors, I really like Miss Glenn and Mr. Black. You know, they're pretty good. I mean, what they do, especially Mr. Black. He's a real people person.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Mansell, you went to ARMS?
Yes. Oh yes, I've done that.
Tell me about it. You did the March ARMS, is that correct?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes. That's a mean, long program.
You have to tell me what you learned. I want to know what they poured into you.
Oh yeah, one of the main things was just learning to find out where the problems in your life come from, what stems you to drink, dealing with, you know, abusive family coming up and stuff like that. You know, they try to show you about your behavior, your thinking patterns. That's one of the main things they're thinking. You have to, you know, be able to think and make decisions from there. Stop making the bad decisions that you've been making. You know, it says if you keep doing the same thing, you keep doing the same thing. So you have to change your way of thinking.
Absolutely, absolutely. What did you think about did you go physically to the facility?
No, they had me to do it over the computer.
Okay, so you did it online. All right, very good. And you've completed everything for ARMS, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Ms. Robs, we did have an opportunity to staff Mr. Mansell's case. You reported that he's not having any issues. Has anything changed?
No, Your Honor, nothing's changed. She's still compliant. He did report a total of 69 meetings on today. As reported, he's completed arms. He does need to do the alcohol highway safety. And I do need to get verification of his 40 hours of community service complete from Church of Messiah. He's complying with jams. Outside of that, Your Honor, no issues to report at this time.
All right, very good. Has Mr. Mansell watched the sobriety video?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I'm updating my records. And then Ms. Robbs, he's in which phase?
He's in phase 1, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Has he made some payments?
No, not as of yet, Your Honor. We need to, I need to reconcile something with his transfer case and get some paperwork from 31st District and to set up for him to make payments, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, anything on Mr. Mansell?
Yes, Judge, I'd just like to congratulate you, Mrs. Mansell. A good report today. You have such a positive attitude. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. Keep up the good work and be safe, Mr. Mansell. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Mansell, is there anything that you need the court to do to help you stay on track, or do you have any questions this morning?
Yeah, I did have one question. I was told after a certain amount of months.
We can't hear you, Mr. Mansell. Mr. Mansell, you're fading in and out.
Okay, let me move. Maybe it's to the room I'm in. I was told that I may be eligible to receive a temporary license to be able to go back and forth to work, but after so many months, I just didn't know when that would be.
All right, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge. He's been in the program a while. I would have no objections to putting in a request to see if he's eligible for a restricted license through drug treatment court. If he's not, then we'll work on getting him eligible. But he has been working the program. He had a good report today. He's been in the program a while. I would have no objections to that recommendation, Judge.
All right, and so Mr. Morgan has indicated in the courtroom that he's going to run his SOS to see if he's eligible. But Mr. Mansell, before you can get a restricted license through the drug treatment court, there's some things that you have to do, like get your fines and costs paid in full, because there is a cost associated with having that restricted license. And so Ms. Robbs will talk with you about those requirements, but let's get his SOS. And I believe Mr. Morgan, was there something else you said you needed for Mr.?
I have all his information. I'll give it to Ms. Robbs and she'll let him know if he's eligible or not.
All right, so Mr. Morgan has indicated he has the information. He's going to pass it on to Ms. Robbs, and then Ms. Robbs will let him know if he's eligible, and then Ms. Robbs will let you know also what you need to do in order for us to submit you as a candidate to receive the restricted license, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good, very good. And anything else, Mr. Mansell?
No, that's it.
That's it? All right, Ms. Robbs, when is Mr. Mansell coming back to see me?
Your Honor, he would normally come back on April 2nd, but we are closed. Is it possible, Your Honor, to have him come back April 5th, 2021?
Okay, so we'll do April 5th. That works. We need to make sure that the docket is in good shape, because I know we've made some adjustments because of our closure. And so, and if not, we'll work it out. So I'll put April 5th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Have a great weekend, Mr. Mansell. Be safe and continue to work hard. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. You too.
All right, thank you. I'm ready on Ms. Bowman. 1 second. Mr. Morgan, did you need to go in a breakout room with Mr. Howell? Because he's on.
Yes, let me go to my computer, zoom in, then we'll go to a breakout.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Howell. I'm glad to see you, that you're doing well and you're in court. Mr. Morgan is going to go to his desk. I'm going to send you to a breakout room because I want to make sure we have you in the right facility to get the help that you need, okay? Mr. Howell, you're muted, but that's okay. I see you. So just give Mr. Morgan an opportunity to go to his desk, and we're going to get you in the proper environment for you to get the help that you need, okay? All right, thank you. Mr. Morgan, just let me know when you're ready. I am ready on Ms. Bowman. If you can unmute for me. I have the following for Cliche Bowman, case number 200-442-5301. State your name for the record, Ms. Bowman.
It's Cliche Bowman.
All right, Ms. Bowman, how are you this morning?
I'm good, a little tired. I'm just getting another coffee. How are you?
You're tired. Are you just getting off from work? Or are you on your way to work?
I'm actually at work right now. After I get out of court, I'm gonna just go clock in.
Okay, all right, very good. How are things going with you, Ms. Bowman?
Everything's actually going pretty good, Judge. Pretty good.
All right, what have you been doing?
Well, personal wise, I've just been trying to get a new job and it's going out pretty good.
You said it's going pretty good?
Yeah, it's going great. I just got my onboarding papers for Amazon.
Look at you. You should be so proud of yourself. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good. What else is going on?
Nothing much. I'm about to move too, so new job, new house. So that's cool. Next time, I'm just gonna have to get a car.
Look at you. You're doing it. You're doing it. And you are sober and you are working your program. How does that feel to you, Ms. Bowman?
It's good. It's also gonna be a part of what you also asked us, what did we learn? Because the program is helping me learn to trust the program, because at first, I was a little stubborn in it. I thought like, oh no, they're just trying to take me away from what I do, but it's actually helpful. Like instead of just sitting in the house all day, not doing nothing but getting high, I actually go outside now. I see new things. It's food that I just tasted yesterday that I never would have tasted if I, was not sober. Like it was so good. So, and it's more money to spend. So I get to spend money on myself now, do stuff for myself. It makes me happy instead of just being, down somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you, Miss Bowman. I hope you have helped somebody in the courtroom. You said, look, I can even take some food. Now stay away from that food, because you know what they say about specialty court and food, right? We get sober and fat. And so taste it, just taste a little bit, but be careful. Miss Bowman.
Gained the weight, it's too late. I gained so much weight.
I'm sorry, but you're doing good and you have some positive things happening in your life. And I'm so proud of you. You are working the program. Have you talked with Miss Alice J?
Yeah, I spoke with her Monday. I'm not gonna lie, I was supposed to have a group yesterday, but I worked so hard today before I slept right through that group. I was like, dang, I got up at like 12 o'clock. I kind of felt really bad. I was like, I miss group. But I went to all my other groups. I went to all my other groups. I've been doing better with my groups. I've been doing better with my meetings. I've been attending them. This is like the first one I missed in like 2 weeks.
All right. I want you to stay on track, because you told me that Alice J is helping you. And so if we know what's working, and if we know what works, we should do it. We should make it happen, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, very good. I'm so excited for you. Amazon, new place, tasting food, working your program. Alice J, anything you want to share with me about Miss Bowman?
No, Miss Bowman she doing everything she supposed to be doing, and she good. I know she be tired, but she knows how to check in. She does check in with me and she lets me know what's going on. So she's good.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, we did have an opportunity to staff Miss Bowman's case. She talked a little bit about her ability to move, and she's getting ready to get a new job. And so you had a recommendation you wanted to make for Ms. Bowman.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Bowman, she's really been trying to work hard, which we really appreciate. So I wanted to recommend that she be promoted to another phase 2 with our
All right.
program.
Very good. And there were no objections in our staffing as to Ms. Bowman and her promotion. Ms. Bowman, are you ready to go to phase 2?
I'm so ready.
You so ready. All right. Very good. You know that this is not a phase for you to start, slacking or anything. We need you to continue to work hard, okay?
Of course. I don't see no slacking in my system.
None whatsoever. That's a good thing. All right. I need Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, what do you want to add before I congratulate Ms. Bowman?
Judge, thank you. I just want to congratulate you, Ms. Bowman, on your promotion to level 2. We're proud of you. You're doing a great job. And when you were talking, I wrote down what you said, and you said you have a better life since you've been participating in drug treatment court. And that sounded great. A better life. And that's what we want for our participants. Keep up the good work. Be safe. We're proud of you. Thank you, Ms. Bowman. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right.
And Your Honor, if I might quickly say, Ms. Bowman, congratulations. You deserve it. You have a great attitude, and that turns into what Mr. Reed said is a great life and wonderful prospects for the future. So congratulations. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. So I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Cliche Bowman on her promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Ms. Bowman, and on all of the other wonderful things that you're doing. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Yancey, when do you have Ms. Bowman coming back now that she's in phase 2?
And I have her coming back April 9th for actually a face-to-face.
All right, April 9th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. for Ms. Bowman. All right, congratulations to you, Ms. Bowman. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Have a good
Take
week.
care and be safe. You do the same. Thank you. All right, Mr. Morgan, I sent you an invitation to breakout room number 2. Mr. Howell has already gone. And so if you could join him, thank you. All right, give me 1 second. I need to just look over this paperwork. Mr. Howell, I need you to go back to breakout room 2. Mr. Morgan just went. Go back. Let me see. Do I have to send you back? Oh, y'all made this difficult for me this morning. All right. I'm gonna have to. Don't do anything until you see breakout room 2. Just give me a second. All right, now you should see an invitation. Do you see it? To breakout room 2. All right, give me a second. I'll have to, I don't know why you came back. All right, Mr. Morgan, he came back. Give me a second. I'm sending you both this time an invitation to breakout room number 3.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, there you go. All right, and Ms. McCallum, make sure they tell you where this has to go and if it has to be sealed and all of that stuff. Thank you, ma'am. All right, officer, who do I have up next? Ms. Villarreal is on with our new intake, and so I want to get that case done in case she's needed somewhere else in the court today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Liz Bennett.
All right, I'm gonna do the intake just really quickly. Wait, Ms. Villarreal, indulge me for 1 second because Ms. Bennett was on with my early group. And then after Ms. Bennett, I'm going to do the new intake. Okay,
No
Ms. Bennett?
worries. We're good.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you. Ms. Bennett, can you unmute for me, please?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. State your name for the record.
Natasha Bennett.
All right, good morning, Ms. Bennett. I have the following cases for you. I have case numbers SP 7918741, SX 202-73681, 1405816-601, and I also have case number 20GC01282. How are you this morning?
I'm finding yourself today.
I'm doing well. Are you feeling a lot better?
I feel a lot better. I still got some little issues.
All right, but you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're reporting where you should be and all of those good things.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. I was just laughing at Ms. Bowman when she was on. She said she get to go spend her money. I want to stay in the house so I don't spend no money.
You said you stay in the house so you don't spend your money. Yes, okay. But look, for the courtroom, she was saying when you're not buying alcohol and weed and all of that stuff, you end up with some extra money.
Yeah.
And so why not spend it on yourself?
That, but I was like, Lord have mercy.
You need to stay in the house, right? And not spend any money. I hear you. I'm glad to see you smiling today because I know the last couple of times you looked like you were in distress. And so it seems like things have worked out well with your procedure and you're smiling today. So that's a good thing.
I'm doing a lot better. Thank you.
All right. Continue to do everything. Follow all of the instructions. Okay.
Yes.
All right. What have you been doing to stay clean and sober?
Staying right in this house and staying away from people and binge watching TV and just praying and talking to friends. I have a friend that have 12 years clean. And he'd be talking to me a lot about what he went through, and I'd just be like, wow, you know. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have him as a friend while I'm going through this, you know, right now. Because it's somebody extra to talk to besides the counselors and something. It's just somebody a little bit closer to you, closer to home that you know.
Yeah, who knows a little bit more about you specifically, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Very good, but you are dialing in. I'm sorry?
I say especially with the alcohol. Because like in the group, it's like, it's people and they have different things than I had, like, you know what I mean? So with the alcohol, it's better. You know, I like to talk to them as well, but it's good to talk to them because you know, it's just a little bit more comfortable. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
I like to talk to them as well, but it's just like a little bit more comfortable.
Good, but here's the thing I want you to see. I'm glad that you're talking about it. I'm glad that you're not just talking, but you're also listening to other people who have had some similar challenges that you have, and they can certainly give you some insight so that hopefully you won't have to make the same mistakes they made, right?
Yes, yes.
And if you've made some of the same mistakes, at least you'll hear how you can recover from it.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's amazing. You are still dialing into your 12-step meetings though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. And so have you been keeping your journal as well?
Yes. I got all these papers stacked around and all this with all this stuff.
I need you to put it in one place. There's a reason I have you doing this. I need you to put it in a tablet or in a folder. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's a method to my madness. I need you to do that for me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
I learned just how to accept my mistakes and accept that I do have a problem with drinking, you know. That's a big problem for me. And you know, to accept it, and that's the first step, admitting that you have a problem.
Yeah. You know that's a huge
I'm able to do this when I want to, it's not like that,
Do you know that you have not, I've looked at my notes, you have struggled and danced around accepting or admitting that you have an issue.
Yeah,
Today
'cause
is the
I
first
know.
day that you've said it.
Like I said,
Yeah.
talking to other people and you really, you got a problem, girl, stop it. So I admit
Yeah.
that to myself, and it feels much better admitting to yourself that you do have a problem.
And now now that you've admitted it, you can now work on it. No more
Yeah.
denial. When you deny it, you don't work on it. So you continue in that circle of destruction, right?
Yep, now we
Of
found a
repeated
solution.
behavior. There you go. There you go. I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad you're growing. What do you need us to do to help you stay on track? If anything.
Nothing at this moment. I'm just gonna keep
All right.
on doing my classes and everything I need to do to stay, on track.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin is out today. Mr. Yancey is covering for him. But we did, Mr. Yancey, staff, Miss Bennett's case and the things that I've talked with her about, Mr. Griffin had already updated the court on, unless there's something additional that you need to add.
No, I did talk to Mr. Griffin also. Miss Bennett, she's doing well. She's still going to her meetings, outpatient, checked her jam screenings. Those are good. So, and she's coming to some realizations as she stated a few minutes ago. So, we're pleased with where she is, and we just want to encourage her to continue this path.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Bennett, congratulations, good report. Your work in the program, be proud of yourself. We're proud of you. I'm glad you're feeling better today. You look much better. Keep up the good work. Be safe. Be safe, Ms. Bennett. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bennett. Thank you, Judge.
And,
All
Your Honor,
right, very good. Yes.
thank you, Judge. I'm sorry. Ms. Bennett, it's so good to see you healthy, not only in body, but mind and spirit as well. Keep up the great work. We are very proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, when will Miss Bennett be coming back to court?
Yeah, it looks like she'll be coming back on April 9th of 21.
All right, at 8:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Miss Bennett?
Yes, ma'am. I was
All right,
supposed to be coming back on my birthday, but it's Good Friday.
Your birthday is April 2nd? Happy
Yes, ma'am.
birthday to you.
Thank you.
You know you can't turn up on your birthday, right?
Oh. I know that.
All right, happy birthday to you. So glad for you. Have a good, healthy, and sober birthday. The best kind of birthday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you after your birthday on the 9th.
Okay.
All right, take care.
You as well, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I just received a message that there's an individual who's on. I believe that she posted about Ms. Thomas, but did not appear for her court date. I don't know if you all want to have Mr. Morgan, if he can hear us. There he is. If he can hear us, Mr. Morgan can send you the ROA for Ms. Thomas. She had a few things. And just to see if there's something that you can do for her. If my memory serves me correctly, she posted a cash bond to get that court date. And so I was really shocked that she didn't show up. And so I'll hear about it later because she's not next on my list. But if you all want to go to a breakout room, once you get that information and can reach the prosecutor, just let me know, okay?
Thank you, Judge. If we can get the ROA.
All right, Mr. Morgan, can you send that over?
Yes, Judge, about to send it right over.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, officer, I'm ready to do the intake Mr. Yancey is gonna be presenting this morning. Oh, I know I had that sheet. Oh, here it is. All right. First, let me swear in the interpreter. Ms. Villarreal, if you could raise your right hand. Do you unmute yourself for me? There we go. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in the matter that's before the court on today, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. State your name, your title, and your certification for the record.
Evelyn Villarreal, State Certified Court Interpreter, number C3822.
Thank you and good morning. And it's such a pleasure to see you. It's been so long.
I know, I feel the same way, Your Honor. I'm delighted to see you.
Yes. All right. Let me place the case number on the record. I have case number 200-564-2801 for Mr. Fendicio Sifutis. Ms. Villarreal, I'll give you an opportunity to translate that for you.
Así que llamo el caso de Fidencio Cifuentes número 2-005-642-801.
Sí, está bien.
Right.
Yes, that's okay.
State your name for the record.
Y usted diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
Fidencio Cifuentes.
Fidencio Cifuentes.
All right. Mr. Yancey, you may start with your presentation. Please make sure that you pause to give Ms. Villarreal an opportunity. We're not doing a good job today, Ms. Villarreal, but give her an opportunity to interpret.
Y señor Yancey, usted puede proceder ahora a hablar, pero recuérdese, tiene que tomar pausa para permitirle a la señora Villarruela que termine su interpretación.
Okay. ¿Quiere que hable? Oh.
Do you want me to speak?
Not yet. Mr. Yancey will. Mr. Yancey, I'll need you to step up to that mic or turn it toward you so they can all hear you. That stand, officer, the stand has been cleaned off. Is that correct? Oh, there you go. All right. Y'all know I'm the COVID police. All right, let's do it.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Fuentes is a 54-year-old married male and resident of the city of River Rouge.
Su señoría, aquí se presenta el señor Cifuentes, de 54 de años, y es residente de la ciudad de River Rouge.
Your Honor, he was born in Mexico and has been in the United States since the age of 19.
Su señoría, él nació en México y ha estado en los Estados Unidos desde que tenía los 19 años.
He is before the court with the charge of controlled substance, Your Honor.
Se presenta ante la corte porque él se preocupa de cómo controla el uso de sustancias, su señoría.
Yeah, he has an 8th grade education from Mexico, which is the equivalent of 11th grade education in the United States.
Y él terminó el 8º grado en México, lo cual es el equivalente del grado 11 en los Estados Unidos.
Yeah, he reports that he is in good health and denies any use of prescription medication.
Your Honor, interpreter did not hear clearly what was spoken by Mr. Yancey. May I ask for a repetition?
Yes, he reports that he is in good health currently and not in need of any kind of prescribed medication.
Si él nos reporta que se encuentra en buena salud y que en este momento no está necesitando alguna medicación recetada.
Yeah, he reports that he currently has a valid license at this time.
Nos reporta su señoría que en este momento él tiene una licencia vigente de conducir.
Your Honor, when he incurred this case, his drug of choice was cocaine.
Y su señoría, cuando se presentó este caso, la droga que él ha escogido es cocaína.
Yeah, he tested positive for that substance in January, and that's why he was referred to our program.
Cuando le hicieron la prueba en enero, salió positivo para esa sustancia y por esa razón lo han mandado a nuestro programa.
Yeah, our program has asked him to screen for us. He has screened twice. We have results from one of those screenings from March 8th, I believe. That screening was negative for all substances.
Su señoría, nuestro programa le pidió que le hicieran una evaluación para sustancias 2 veces y pues, tenemos los resultados de una de esas evaluaciones, la cual se le hizo en marzo y puedo reportar que salió negativo para uso de toda sustancia.
And Your Honor, he reported that he did want to be in our program, and he reports that his main support system is his wife.
Y su señoría, él nos reportó que él sí quiere ser parte de este programa y su apoyo principal viene de su esposa.
And Your Honor, he has had an assessment with our court.
Y su señoría ya le hemos hecho un asesoramiento de parte de esta corte.
And you are recommending him for admission into our drug treatment court program?
Yes, I am
Y
recommending him, Your Honor.
usted está recomendando que lo admitamos a este programa de la Corte para el Uso de Drogas? Sí, su señoría.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yancey. I'll hear from Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your
Gracias,
Honor.
señor Yancey. Ahora quiero que el señor Fikens nos hable. Gracias, su señoría.
I had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Cifuentes.
Yo tuve la oportunidad de hablar con el señor Cifuentes.
We discussed in this program the need for testing at least twice a week.
Nosotros hablamos de la necesidad de que le hagan pruebas en este programa por lo menos 2 veces a la semana.
We talked about the need for treatment.
Nosotros hablamos con respecto a la necesidad para tratamiento.
And we talked about a narcotic prevention program at least 2 times a week.
Y hablamos nosotros de un programa para la prevención del uso de estupefacientes.
We talked about the fact that this case, if he successfully completes the drug treatment court program, could be dismissed.
Y también hablamos que en el caso de él, si él cumple exitosamente con este programa, al final el caso queda desestimado.
We talked about the consequences of not successfully completing this program.
Nosotros hablamos de las consecuencias de no cumplir exitosamente este programa.
And that could include up to 90 days in the Wayne County Jail.
Y que puede incluir la posibilidad de 90 días en la cárcel del condado de Wayne.
Mr. Cifuentes said to me that he understands the contract.
El señor Cifuentes me dejó saber a mí que él comprende lo que contiene el contrato.
That he wants to do drug treatment court.
Él sí quiere participar en la corte de tratamiento de drogas.
That he needs to do drug treatment court.
Él necesita participar en la corte para el tratamiento de uso de drogas.
And he says that he will be successful in drug treatment court.
Y dice que él va a ser exitoso en este programa de tratamiento.
Based on my conversation with the defendant, I recommend him for acceptance into the drug treatment court.
Y basado en la conversación que yo tuve con el acusado, yo lo recomiendo para que él participe en la corte para el tratamiento de uso de drogas.
Judge, I'll add one more thing, and that is that we talked about the court's ability to amend the contract at any time.
También, su señoría, quiero mencionar que hablamos de algo más. Hablamos de la habilidad de la corte modificar el contrato en cualquier momento.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Mr. I'm gonna get it right. Cifuentes, do you wish to participate in our drug treatment court program?
Bien, gracias, señor Cifuentes. ¿Quiere usted participar en nuestro programa de tratamiento de drogas por parte de la corte?
Sí, sí
Yes.
quiero participar.
Yes, I
Tell
do
me
want
why.
to participate.
Tell me why you'd like to participate in the program.
Y dígame por qué es que usted quiere participar en el programa.
Para estar mejor y estar bien con mi familia mejor y no estar...
To be better and also so that I can be better with my family.
All right. Do you admit, Mr. Cifuentes, that you have a problem with drugs, using drugs?
Y admite usted, señor Cifuentes, que usted tiene un problema con drogas, con el uso de drogas.
Sí, yo admito.
Yes, I do admit.
And you want, and you do want our help, is that correct?
Y usted sí quiere que nosotros lo ayudemos a usted. ¿Es eso correcto?
Sí, por favor.
Yes, please.
All right. With that, I am going to accept Mr. I'm gonna get the name right, I promise. I'm going to accept Mr. Cifuentes into our drug treatment court.
Así que con eso yo acepto al señor Cifuentes para que participe en nuestro programa de tratamiento de uso de drogas.
Muchas gracias, señora juez.
Thank you very much, Madam Judge.
All right. Mr. Cifuentes, drug treatment court starts on today.
Señor Cifuentes, su participación en el programa para el tratamiento de drogas por la corte comienza hoy.
Oh, está bien. Entonces, ¿puedo hacer una pregunta?
Oh, okay. May I ask a question?
Yes.
Lo que voy a la farm donde tengo que hacer 40 horas, me faltan 7 horas y media para terminar.
Okay, so I was assigned 40 hours. I have 7.5 hours to complete. Do I do that today?
Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, if I can maybe shed some light on what he is talking about.
Señor Yancey, sí creo que yo puedo clarificar a qué es lo que él se refiere.
Your Honor, he was referred to us from the probation department, so he is probably talking about past probation requirements, so we will update him on what he has to do with us.
Su señoría, él lo habían mandado al Departamento de Libertad Condicional Probatoria. Así que pienso que él se está refiriendo a algo en el pasado que este departamento le pidió como requisito que él hiciera. Pero yo lo voy a actualizar, dejarle saber, ponerlo al tanto de lo que ahora necesita saber y hacer.
Oh, gracias.
Okay.
Right. I am going to make 2 slight changes to the contract.
Así que yo voy a modificar el contrato en 2 cosas mínimas.
Because of the drug of choice, I am going to require Mr. Cifuentes to drug screen randomly a minimum of 3 times per week.
Debido a la droga que él ha escogido usar, yo voy a decir que se requiere que el señor Cifuentes le hagan pruebas de drogas al azar por lo menos 3 veces a la semana.
Está bien.
In addition, I'm going to have Mr. Cifuentes attend the 12-step Narcotics Anonymous, and I want him to do that at least 3 times per week.
Adicionalmente, le pido al señor Cifuentes que asista a las reuniones de un programa de 12 pasos, específicamente narcóticos anónimo, y que asista a estas reuniones por lo menos.
Do you understand that, Mr. Cifuentes?
No, no escuché. No escuché todo.
Ms. Villarreal is frozen. Oh no, we need you, Ms. Villarreal. We almost made it. All right. Mr. Yancey. Ms. Villarreal, are you there?
I am here, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Were you able to hear the last part that I said to him? I asked him, did he understand what I had indicated to him?
No, Your Honor, interpreter screen had frozen, but I will ask him that now with your permission.
Yes, please.
Y señor, ¿usted comprendió lo que yo le dije de las modificaciones?
Sí, no alcancé a oír lo último. No, se frizó la.
No, I didn't get to hear the last part of what you said because the screen froze.
Okay. I also indicated that you are going to attend the Narcotics Anonymous 12-step meetings, a minimum of 3 times per week until further notice from the court.
Y lo que yo le había dejado saber es que adicionalmente voy a requerir que usted asista a las reuniones de un programa de 12 pasos que se llama Narcóticos Anónimo. Tiene que asistir a las reuniones por lo menos 3 veces a la semana para comenzar.
Está bien.
That's
Sí.
fine. Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Yancey, I will need you to get me a new copy of the contract. If you could, you were Mr. Morgan on today with those changes for 3 times a week testing and 3 times a week 12-step Narcotics Anonymous.
Yes, Your Honor.
Así que, señor Nancy, necesito que usted me consiga una copia de ese contrato con las modificaciones, indicando que él hace las pruebas 3 veces a la semana y va a asistir a las reuniones de Narcóticos Anónimos 3 veces a la semana para comenzar.
All right. With that, Mr. Yancey, when do you have Mr. Cifuentes returning to court?
Ya que he dicho eso, señor Yancey, dígame, ¿cuándo es que usted quiere que el señor Cifuentes regrese a la corte?
Your Honor, we have him returning on April 5th, Your Honor, at 8:30.
By way of Zoom.
Su señoría, tenemos apuntado que él debe regresar a la corte el 5 de abril a las 8:30. ¿Y es eso por Zoom?
Yes.
All right. All right. Welcome to Drug Treatment Court. I look forward to working with you, and I'll see you on April 5th. Prepare to receive Ms. Villarreal. If you could work with Mr. Yancey today to make sure that Mr. Cifuentes knows what he needs to do because Drug Treatment Court starts today.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd be happy to. I'll interpret now your last statement. Así que, señor Cifuentes, le doy la bienvenida a la Corte para el Tratamiento de Uso de Drogas. Espero verlo usted entonces el 5 de abril a las 8:30 y la señora Villarruel va a ayudar a interpretarle usted cuando se reúna con el señor Yancey.
Gracias, muchas gracias por su ayuda.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your help.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Villarreal, for serving on today. Thank you, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Yancey, and I will see him in a couple of weeks. Have a good day. Great weekend.
Be well.
All right. Take care. Okay, I'm ready on the next case, officer.
Next, Your Honor, Ms. Gehan.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but will I be going into a breakout room now with Mr. Yancey?
Mr. Yancey, will you be going into a breakout room so that Mr. Cifuentes knows what he needs to do?
Yes.
And that's a yes from Mr. Yancey. And so I will send you and Mr. Cifuentes and Mr. Yancey. You all will go to breakout room. It's going to be breakout room number 4.
Así que, señor Cifuentes, ahora vamos a pasar a una sala privada de consulta con el señor Yancey, el intérprete. Ahora salimos. Be well, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. I'm sending the invitation.
Judge, if I may address the court.
Yes, you may.
The walk-in that came in today, I just received the ROAs. Mr. Fikens, did you receive the ROAs for the walk-in?
No, I did not.
Sorry, that wasn't the walk-in cases. That was the individual that's in the breakout room.
Oh, she's back, Miss Thomas. And she is technically a walk-in because she didn't show up on her scheduled date.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. I sent them to you, Mr. Reed. You need me to send them to Mr. Fikens?
Yes, please.
I'll go in with her and talk to her, and then I'll refer to Mr. Fikens if there's a plea in place. Do you hear me, Mr. Fikens?
I do, and that's fine, Mr. Reed.
All right, have you all reached out to the prosecutors to let them know that there may be, you may need a plea offer?
Not
Or
yet,
would be
Judge.
willing to entertain a plea offer?
Not yet, only because I haven't received the ROAs yet. But once I get them, I'll send them or talk to the prosecutor again.
I have the ROAs, Judge, so I can talk to the walk-in, and then I'll let Mr. Fikens know. If you want to put me in the breakout room with the walk-in.
Okay, very good. So Ms. Thomas, I'm sending you and Mr. Reed. That would be breakout room number 5.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Officer, who do I have up next?
Ms. Gina.
Ms. Ginap, if you could unmute for me, please. Good morning, Ms. Ginap. Good morning. State your name for the record.
Alyssa Ginap.
All right, Ms. Ginap, I have the following for you. I have case number 19045222401. How are you today, Ms. Ginap?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay? What have you been doing since the last time I've seen you?
Well, DRP has had a few changes in the last couple of weeks. So
I heard.
Yeah, it's been they've actually done a pretty good job to make sure that our treatment and our course hasn't derailed at all. But it's been a little hectic just trying to figure out who's doing what, I guess. But I've just been going to my meetings, doing my workbook, and yeah, trying to reach out and meet people, the right type of people, I should say.
The right type of people. Yes, ma'am. People who are doing what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah, because I know there's also people in those meetings that are just doing it for, show or what, deep down they're not ready to change. And so I'm nervous about accidentally kind of like pairing up with someone like that and, them provide the wrong advice when I don't need it.
Yes. So it's important to stay connected to the right people, right? All right.
That's what me and the counselor at DRP have talked about, is because really I don't have many people that I talk to just because I don't want to be influenced by the wrong type of people. So I've been kind of nervous about, getting phone numbers and stuff. So that's my goal, is I'm trying to reach out and get some phone numbers from meetings and build a support group.
All right, very good. How's work coming along, Ms. Ginap?
It's good. I do have a lead on a more consistent job, which would be awesome. I did get a couple job leads from Miss Cleveland. I turned apps in, nothing's come of it yet, but I'm just plugging away. I try to apply for a job, or really like 2 every week. And then I apply for one, as I call, kind of out of reach job. one that I don't necessarily have the qualifications for, but that is what I'm interested in, especially with my writing career. So.
Okay, all right, well, hopefully something's going to come through pretty soon, right?
Hopefully, yep.
Yes, keep trying. That's where I'm going with it. Keep trying, keep trying. We had someone on today, Miss Bowman, who said she was waiting on her letter from Amazon. And so we know that there are employers that are hiring. And so you want to keep trying. And sometimes we have to just take a job until we can get to the job. I call it working my B plan to get to my A plan. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you never know. I'm sorry?
Yeah. Oh, I said it's the contingency plan.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. And so is there anything that you're struggling with that you need us to help you with, Ms. Guinab?
No, not really right now.
All right. How are your kids doing?
Good. I'm supposed to have a video call with them later today, actually. So.
Okay, very good. Very good. Do they see a difference in you, Ms. Guinab? You think they do?
They don't really remember me. So they have, I guess, only seen a good me. So that's okay too.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Miss Cleveland, what would you like to report out on Miss Guinab?
Your Honor, she's giving a very good and accurate description of what she's been describing to me as well and what I'm seeing in her documentation. I just would like to add that she is all negative screens and she's compliant with her testing. She is going to do what discussion staffing in incremental steps. We're going to make sure we work very closely with her on her long-term goals.
Yes.
And in that way, it won't become overwhelming. And also, I am talking to her. She said she was gonna make a payment to the court, but I know that, I don't know if she's gonna come in here because she can't do it at the DivDab machine or at the, on the phone.
Okay.
So she does have to come down here or make contact with me to get that payment.
All right, or Miss Cleveland, while she's not working, why don't you have her do some community service to start reducing her fines and costs?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like her to connect with Ms. Green to get the community service start. That's part of the phase 2 process. So that's one thing that we can do right away.
Okay, but I'm speaking of it with respect to reduction of fines and costs as well.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know
Ms. Guinab, you want to say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say I have started doing hours of community service with DRP.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just make sure that you get that information to Ms. Cleveland so that we can give you the appropriate credit while you're not working, okay?
Yep, we've talked about it. She let me know.
Okay, great. Anything else, Ms. Cleveland? Somebody is moving around and that noise is about to drive me bonkers. It really is.
Miss Alice Johnson, she's on the courtroom today too, so she might.
Oh, yes, Miss Alice J, what do you want to tell me about Miss Guinab?
Miss Gita, I can't reach her. So, but no, she very busy. She does her DRP, and so that's like her main focus on her recovery. And it just happens to be that her groups there conflict with my groups, and so she's trying to get it. So it's like every 2 weeks she comes to my group, but she does do her check-ins on Monday, and that's real important. But other than that, it's like Miss Toshi says, she's pretty much, doing everything she's supposed to do. I just would like, oh, that, okay.
I don't know, it's driving me crazy. I have no idea.
So yeah, so I mean, she's doing good. She's on the right course, but I would like her to just connect with us a little bit more, because like right now we're doing grief groups, and I told her that would be real good for her to get on. We're doing that over the next 3 weeks. And I just think that, you know, she'll do well coming to group with us. Yes, darling.
Ms. Guinea, go ahead, unmute yourself. That noise is coming from you.
It is.
It is.
I don't know how. Nothing else is on in my house right now. But I talked to DRP because Miss Alice J did say that she really wanted me to get these next few weeks in with the group. So I have actually switched my DRP group to Tuesday nights so I can attend Alice J's Thursday mornings.
Yes.
All right, very good.
That switched over.
You see, we're all excited, right?
Yes.
All right, very good, very good. All right, so we fixed it. Very good. All right, Mr. Vikings, Mr. Reed, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I didn't hear the report, but I guess it's a good report. Keep up the good work. Be safe. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Gienap, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. It's good to hear you and good to see you and the success that you are having. So keep it up. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. So Ms. Gienap, you're doing well. I want to encourage you to stay on track. I want to encourage you to work with Ms. Cleveland one step at a time with your long-term goals. But I do think we've got to resolve the employment issue. Let's get her to doing her community service in the meantime so that she can reduce her fines and costs as well. And I'm very proud of your progress. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. All right. And so, Ms. Cleveland, when do you have Ms. Gienap coming back? It should be for face-to-face, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. She will be coming back for face-to-face on April 9th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m.
All right, very good. That's for docket purposes. Thank you. All right, Ms. Gienap, good to see you. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, okay.
Judge, if I may address the court.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk to the walk-in in the breakout room. Ms. Thomas is looking to make some type of a plea deal in this case. If Mr. Fikens could reach out to the city attorney and see if they would be willing to make an offer, we would appreciate that, Judge.
And Your Honor, I have reached out to the prosecutor. I've not yet received a call back or an email back. I can ask that Ms. Thomas, if she can hang in there for another 15, 20 minutes. If not,
she
Judge,
can.
Very good. Thank you, Judge. And we'll
That's
see
not a
what we can
problem.
do. I can make no guarantees. I've just not heard from them. So
Okay.
we'll try our best.
All right. So Ms. Thomas, just hang in there. We're trying to work it out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. Yes, Ms. Cleveland.
So I just wanted to say, Your Honor, do you need me to communicate anything upstairs? Because I'm gonna go back upstairs and try to get my Zoom working.
Nothing that, I mean, as soon as you walk out the door, I'll think of like 100 things, but not right now. Thank you. All right, officer, I'm ready for the next case.
Next, Your Honor, is Mr. Bruce.
Mr. Bruce, can you unmute for me, please? Where are you, Mr. Bruce? I don't see, there you are. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
State your name for the record.
Daryl Bruce.
All right, Mr. Bruce. I have the following. I do not have Mr. Bruce on my docket today. Can I get an updated docket? Let me see if it's something different because I have the docket that I printed out from last week for today. But I pulled the sheet, so there must have been a reason. Oh, no, he's at a different time slot. I do see him. All right, here we go. Case number 1-804-577-401 for Daryl Bruce. Mr. Bruce, how are you doing today?
No, Your Honor.
That's good. You look like you're tired or something's going on. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm tired. I didn't get my energy drink this morning.
Oh, your energy drink. Okay.
Yeah, I get up
all
about
right. You check. Okay. Are you still working the 2 jobs?
Yes, ma'am.
How's that going?
It's all right.
It's all right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you looking for some other opportunities, maybe where you won't have to work 2 jobs?
I'm actually about to go ahead and quit my second job because my wife actually finished school, so she became a nurse. So I'm gonna fall back for a minute. Probably, I'm thinking about going back to school, but I'm not a school type of person.
Okay, but you know, you can learn something. It doesn't have to be in a traditional classroom setting. So don't count it all the way out, right?
Yeah.
Because we're always learning anyways, whether we're in the classroom getting a degree or whatever, we should always be learning. But you know, I have to go back, Miss Bruce. Now you said you're gonna drop back because your wife got her degree. I'm gonna just say that. That's all I'm saying is Okay, Mr. Bruce, make sure she's good with that, okay?
Yeah, she the one that told me that she didn't want me working this second job.
Okay, very good, because that's right. You have what, those 5 babies at home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. All right. So that's still a full-time job too. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that you'll be having more time to work on you, and hopefully you'll entertain some other opportunities as well. And congratulations to you and your wife on her huge accomplishment. Absolutely. All right, Mr. Bruce, what you been doing to stay clean and sober?
I just been going into groups and doing my Zooms, staying away from negative people.
Okay, those are good things to do.
Some friends I just have to talk to over the phone, you know, can't go and see them because they always in a bad area, the negativity.
Okay. Do what you have to do. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. Have you been writing in your journal with respect to your meetings?
Yeah.
Now that don't sound so convincing to me, Mr. Bruce.
Yeah, because the last thing I was was I had to take this little test, or what was it, arms, and it kind of had me feeling down. It was not really down, but it made me think more about my mom's and what would she think about how I turned out.
Okay. And you said that was while you were at arms or while you were in a group?
It was in arms. I was reading it.
Okay, because are you doing arms online?
Yeah.
And okay, and so that made you, something you were doing online with arms made you wonder whether or not your mom would be okay with how you turned out.
Right.
Okay. Anything you want to share on that? Do you think she'd be pleased?
She would be pleased about how I'm handling my family life, but not the way that I was drugging, I would say.
Okay. But here's the wonderful thing, Mr. Bruce. You're not finished baking. You're still in the oven. You're not a finished product yet. You're not. So I don't want you to get down about where you are right now as you are working on some things, or even the things that you've done in the past, because every day that you wake up, you have another opportunity to move toward what you're going to be or what you should be.
Right.
Every single day. Then there are some days we all miss the mark. We try to act like we don't. We try to act like every day we get up, we get it all right. We do it all perfect. We everything we supposed to be. The reality is there are some days we miss the mark. But Mr. Bruce, you woke up today, so that means you've got all day, 24 hours to move closer to those things that you know would make your mother proud. Those things that you know, I didn't get it right yesterday, last year, last month. But today I have an opportunity to work on getting it right. So I want you to remember that, because we can get caught up on things we did yesterday and do ourselves a disservice. Yeah, yesterday should be a teachable moment, but today is a teachable moment as well. And it puts us closer to, or gives us an opportunity to get closer to our goals, to turn some things around. And that's what I want you to do, because you have been working this program. You've been doing a good job. You have been, you've been committed. You have a good attitude. You get out there and you get it done. You take care of your family. I mean, and those are some good, in spite of whatever issues you may have faced, you get out there, you take care of your family, you're showing up and you're working it. And so I am very proud of you, Mr. Bruce. I am. And I want you to stay the course because you're going to get to where you should be. You will. Do you believe that?
Yes, ma'am. I need to be there.
It's okay.
Definitely.
As long as you're on your way. You're definitely on your way. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. What do you need us to do to help you stay on track? What do you need from us?
Nothing really. I've been on track. My wife is real positive towards how I've been doing this stuff. She likes that I smile a lot more and be in the house a lot.
Yes, and didn't you tell me you had like this little sense of humor that you didn't know you had?
Yeah.
Now that you're sober, you tapped into that you're funny. Yes. Very good. Well, make sure your wife knows that we're very excited about the fact that she is supportive of you on this journey, because it takes all hands on deck to make it work. Not just our hands, but the people that you associate with, people in your household, all of those good things. So make sure you tell her we said thank you.
Okay. I appreciate that.
All right. You went to Alcohol Highway Safety. Did you do that class?
I need to take that.
With Dr. Alexander? Miss Ross, did I get that wrong in staffing?
No, Your Honor, he completed alcohol highway safety. I have the certificate.
Oh, I'm sorry
You
about
don't know that you completed alcohol highway safety? Do you need to go back and do it again?
Nah, I don't need to do it again. I be completing so much stuff. I be forgetting.
Okay, did you learn anything in alcohol highway safety?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot about that.
Yeah, that class he thought he didn't take. What you learned? Come on.
Now that I learned that more people die from alcohol accidents in 24 hours. They said like 14,000 people died every 9 minutes or something like that from alcohol crashes.
Yeah. Did you know that before, Mr. Bruce?
No, I did not.
Didn't know that. Yeah, people lose their lives every day because of alcohol-related incidents in cars. And so what does that say about you? What do you want to do differently now that you have that information?
Definitely watch my surroundings when I'm driving. But hey, anybody that's drinking and driving, I try to tell them to stop, get off the road, don't do it, because it ain't safe out here. And there's already a lot of people doing crazy stuff now.
There you go. They're driving under the influence of marijuana. They're driving under the influence of other things. And so now we've added, probably our death toll will go up, even increase with respect to the highways and automobiles and accidents. And so, yeah, and you should practice that yourself. Too many ways to get around if you're going to have a social drink when you finish drug treatment court. You can Zoom, you can Uber, you can walk, you can stay home. Driving should be like nowhere on the list.
To do. Stay home.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mr. Bruce, let me hear from Ms. Robbs. Ms. Robbs?
Yes, Your Honor. As reported, Mr. Bruce is doing well. He has completed 45 meetings. We did have a discussion about him getting more engaged with his meetings and journaling. He was referred to community service. He still needs to do his community service. He's going to go through DRP.
Okay.
But scheduling challenges with working the 2 jobs. He has completed one portion of the arms. I'm going to register him for the next portion virtually online. He is compliant with his sessions at DRP. He's paid his balance in full. He's completed the sobriety video, and he is GEMS compliant. His no issues to report at this time, Your Honor. Oh, I apologize. He's in phase 2, Your Honor.
All right. He is doing it now. Mr. Bruce came to us in October. We are going into April, so he's on track. He's on track with this 12-month contract. All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything you'd like to add?
Thank you, Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Bruce. Good report. You have a good attitude. It's always good to see you and to hear you. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work and be safe, Mr. Bruce. Be safe. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, I'd just like to add, Mr. Bruce, Mr. Reed is right. It's always good to see you, to hear from you. You do have a great attitude, a great approach. I think that's going to carry you well for the rest of your life. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Mr. Bruce, if you don't have any questions, I'll have Ms. Robs give me your return to court date, which will be for a face-to-face.
Yes, Your Honor, April 9th, 2021.
At 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Thank you, Mr. Bruce. Enjoy your day and have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care. Officer?
Next, Your Honor, Ms. Anderson.
Ms. Anderson, if you could unmute. All right, state your name for the record, Ms. Anderson.
Lakeisha Anderson.
Okay, I have case number 201-292-77. How are you this morning, Ms. Anderson?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing very well. We had an opportunity to staff your case, and Ms. Robs, was it Ms. Robs? Yes. Ms. Robs, was it Ms. Robs that reported out on Ms. Anderson?
Mr. Griffin.
I don't see Ms. Robs.
Mr. Griffin
Oh,
did, but I know the information now.
Got it. All right. And so I called Ms. Robs. I don't know why, but Mr. Griffin reported in staffing, because he was in staffing, that you're doing well, that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. So I want to hear from you. How do you feel you're doing?
I feel that I'm working a program. I have been attending my 12-step meetings twice a week, and going to my therapy, and I've been compliant with everything that I'm supposed to be compliant with in regards to drug court.
All right, very good. What do you think of those meetings? Are you keeping a journal?
I do have a journal.
All right, what do you think of those meetings so far? I want your honest opinion.
I think that they're very informative, honestly, because, you know, you listen to people's stories and you can relate to it in regards to, you know, certain situations and things that you don't actually experience that people are actually going through. And it helps you like stop yourself from getting to that point.
Yeah.
But it's a very good learning experience. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I didn't want to cut you off. Continue. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second. Who's taking the call from Pamela Charles? Tell her she is in warrant status and she needs to walk her hind parts. Good work. Back in here because she's in warrant status and there's nothing else we can do for her.
Yes, Your Honor.
She can come pay a bond or she can come walk herself in. All right. Thank you. I saw her name and had a flashback. All right. I'm sorry, Miss Anderson. It's bad when you start recognizing people's names that's been on your docket. I'm sorry. So, Miss Anderson, that's the reason why, and I wish I had some of our newer people in the program, in the courtroom. That's why we send people to the 12-step meetings. Now, everybody, and I ask for your honest opinion because, you know, it doesn't work for everybody. Everybody, you know, don't get that feel at first and they have to kind of shop to find the right group that, you know, kind of coincides with where they are and, you know, how they communicate. But the purpose is so that you can hear other people's stories and experiences and pitfalls, and also to hear how they overcame and how they got back up and how, you know, sometimes even they slipped back and how things were 10 times worse. And so that's very, very important. I could tell you all day, but if I haven't lived that, it's not gonna really mean much to you, right? It's kind of like, lady, you in a glass house throwing rocks. And so, you know, you can't do that. But when you talk to people who've been in the trenches, I believe it makes a difference. So thank you for your honest feedback on that. I appreciate it. Now, what do you think about your therapy with Megan? How's that going? Miss is it Hammer or Hamner?
Hammer, yes. It's going well. He asks a lot of questions to get me to open up more. And I'm able to converse with her in a better manner, because I would open up, but not completely. And so she knows how to get me to answer questions and speak more.
All right, very good. And do you feel comfortable enough with the counselor? Are you growing to get comfortable enough to be open and honest so that she is able to help you with maybe some things you didn't even realize was an issue for you?
Yes, we've been working on the things that we discussed in drug court, and also some personal things. I like her as a therapist, and she's very helpful.
All right, very good. I want to encourage you to stay open, transparent, and really do that work so that when you get this behind you, we won't have any we won't have any, you know, risk of repeating, you know, where you're coming back again.
Don't ever have to worry about that ever in life.
So work it. All right. And so there was some information, Mr. Yancey, that someone was supposed to get for me regarding the Sober Link. How are you doing with that Sober Link? You doing everything you're supposed to do with it?
I am.
All right. And you've not had any issues?
No.
Is it that you didn't hear me, or it was a pause?
It was a pause.
Why'd you pause?
I can probably shed a little light. You know, initially, can you guys hear me? Initially, Your Honor, when we were in the initial stage of trying to figure out if she was going to be in our program, there were some issues with that, which we did report, but since then, there have been absolutely no issues. As far as the time frame, from what I've been, information I've been given, I think the total has been approximately 4 months.
Okay, all right. So, and there's been, I know there may have been an issue once before, but since the last time we've been in court, since Ms. Anderson has made the decision that she's going to commit to working the program, we have not had any issues with her on the Sober Link. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. The recommendation was made in staffing, Ms. Anderson. The reason I asked about that, there was a recommendation made to remove you from the Sober Link. Do you think you're ready to be removed from the Sober Link?
Yes.
All right. What are you going to do different? I mean, here's my issue. I wanted to know how you had done on the Sober Link. What I know is a Sober Link is not going to keep somebody sober. What has to happen is there has to be a transformative process that goes on the inside. And so you sound like to me that you are really working the program. And so if you're doing that, I'd like to try you without the Sober Link, but only if you're ready.
I definitely would greatly appreciate that. I have made a conscious decision to not drink. I think that I've proven myself with that. Even before the Sober Link, I've had the Scram. I've been on that since like October 1st. I've had no incidents with alcohol. I've attended all my jams, and I haven't had any positive screens.
All right. Are you still on the Scram?
No. They took
okay, I was about to say
the Dickerson issue, and then I was taken off the Scram and on the Sober Link the same day.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, any objection to the removal of the Soberlin?
No, Judge, no objection to the removal of Soberlin. She's doing a good job. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but we're proud of what you've done. And be proud of yourself also because you're working the program. Good attitude today. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
I'll just quickly say, Judge, I certainly.
You saw that shade Mr. Reed was throwing Miss Anderson. You saw that shade? It's okay, Mr. Reed. He threw it before I could. So I'm not gonna throw it. How about that? Go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. I agree with Mr. Reed 100%. Certainly no objections. Your attitude has been transformative. You've really shown yourself. You've shown the real person you are. And that's great to see. It's wonderful to see. So keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good, very good. Ms. Anderson, Mr. Yancey, was there something you wanted to add? My apologies.
No, Your Honor, just Ms. Anderson, she's doing well. You know, her screenings have been good and she's doing meetings. She's doing what she says she's doing. So, you know, we're proud and impressed with Ms. Anderson at this time, and we just encourage her to keep it up.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Ms. Anderson, any questions for the court?
Can I take this overlay back today?
Mr. Yancey, can you all connect? We want to make sure you do it the right way. Mr. Yancey, so that she can get rid of, officer, I'm sending you a message. So she can get that taken care of?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll try to correspond with Ms. Anderson after court and probably the early PM because I can't do anything with Ms. Anderson until court is finished, so I'll contact you.
Okay.
All right. Okay, very good. All right, Ms. Anderson, if nothing else, Mr. Yancey, when did Mr. Griffin have Ms. Anderson coming back in?
Your Honor, on April 8th, Your Honor.
April 8th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. All right, Ms. Anderson, did you get that?
I did. I'm writing it down.
All right, very good. Continue to work hard. Good to see you. You do have a pleasant attitude today, and I'm very glad about that, okay? And I hope I have a better attitude today, because sometimes I get caught up in my feelings. I'm sorry.
You smiled.
Great job.
You smiled.
Great job.
I smile often with a bad attitude, ma'am. So, but today is I think my attitude and my facial expressions coincide. They don't do it often, but today they are. They are. All right, Ms. Anderson, good to see you. Take care. All right. Mr. Fikens, any word on that offer?
Not yet, Judge. I'm trying to.
Let me know.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Ms. Charles says she needs to know where to go test. She went before, but she couldn't afford it.
So that's not my issue. Then she should have returned to court when the court told her to return. Tell her figure it out, but she needs to go test somewhere today. I tell her I'm not going to negotiate with someone who's in warrant status. Okay. All right. Thank you. Officer, I'm ready on the next case.
Next, Your Honor, is Mr. Howell.
All right. Mr. Morgan, are you on for Mr. Howell?
Yes, Judge.
You know what? I need a couple of minutes before I do Mr. Howell.
Okay.
Who's next?
Next would be Ms. Caldwell Flint.
Who's Miss Caldwell Flint? I don't see that. Oh, she's in the courtroom. All right. Before I do Miss Caldwell Flint, also, I see that they're on with Ms. Bacon. I want to do Ms. Bacon real quick, and then I'll do Mr. Smith, and then I'll do the remaining cases. All right. Come on, Ms. Bacon, unmute for me. Why Ms. Bacon raising her hand like she impatient with me? Good morning.
Please.
All right, good morning, Ms. Watkins. All right, thank you. Ms. Bacon, now you remember how much time I used to spend with you when you come in here, so don't even try it.
I'm sorry, I got things to do.
Did she just say she had things to do? Let me call her case number right now. Come on. I'm ready. U 466-854-18 and U 508-645-19 for Catrice Bacon. State your name for the record, Miss Bacon.
Catrice Bacon.
All right. How are you today?
I am doing so blessed.
Yes, you are. You are. You look like you're doing well. Tell me what's been going on with you. Then I want to hear from Miss Watkins.
Okay. I have a year clean today.
Yes, come on, let's celebrate. Whoa, a whole year. Miss Bacon. Oh my goodness. A whole year.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels good. I'm not running. I'm in court.
You don't have a bad attitude. Do you remember that attitude? Oh, Miss Watkins, one day if I could have reached down and touched her, I would have. She was popping them lips and rolling that neck, and I'd just go to jail. Just send me to jail. And I wanted to send her to jail. I did. I wanted to. But I always saw her beyond all of that. I knew she wanted sobriety. I knew she wanted to be clean and she wanted a change of lifestyle. But that day, if there were no cameras rolling and no people that will report me, I'd have reached out and just touched her. Just one good time. Just touched her. Just one. Sometimes it just take one. But look at you now, a whole year clean.
Yes.
You're in your children's lives?
Yes. I just talked to them the other day. They like so proud of me. My mom, she can't stop telling me how proud of me she is, and how much she loves me and how much she wants me to complete the program. And my sisters even stepped up and they proud of me too. My brother, my dad. I talked to my dad.
I've never heard you mention your dad.
Yes, I talked to my dad finally.
He wouldn't talk to you?
No, for 2 years.
And you talked to your dad?
Yep.
How was that, Miss Bacon? Yeah. I know those are good tears.
I'm so proud of myself, Judge. Like, I'm losing weight. I've been exercising. I have my fluid on my brain is going away because I'm losing weight. And I'm just so proud of myself because I never thought I could do this. And if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know where I would be.
Yeah. You never thought you could do it. Look at you.
Yes. And I started seeing Alice J on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy for that. I'm just so excited and overwhelmed, excited because I made it this far and I never gave up.
That's it. And you can't give up. Life is still going to happen. Problems are still going to exist. People are still going to disappoint you. People are still going to have their opinion about whether Catrice Bacon has really turned her life around. But look, you cannot give up. You owe it to yourself. You are such a wonderful person. Even when you came to us a mess, I could just see you beyond that. Like this, and you know what convinced me? I've told you this before. I did something with you that I had never, ever done before. And I don't know what made me do it. I said, where's your mother? Do you remember that? And you
Yes.
said, she's in Atlanta. I said, does she know where you are? No. Give me her number. And I called your mother. I called your mother. I took a chance. And she thought I was a prank caller because she did not know where you were. And when she heard that you were alive and well and you were in good hands, what I heard in her voice and the tears, I know that because she was crying, I knew that she knew a Catrice that was not the Catrice that was standing before me. And I think that was my turning point for you, where I'm like, this lady knows her daughter. And the daughter that's standing before me right now is not the daughter that she knows, or the daughter that she raised, or the daughter that she has always loved and continued to love. And so I'm so glad that you made a choice to stick it out, to stay the course, because you are doing exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Look, you only have we trying to stretch it out and hold on to you because you inspire us. I mean, I try to find stuff for Catrice to do so I can hold on to her. And I'm like, wait, don't Catrice need to take a basket weaving class? Yeah, she need that. And so I do, because you are such an inspiration to us, because we don't have, every day is not a winning day for us, right? In drug treatment court. But when we have some wins, it feels doggone good, and it makes us roll up our sleeves and continue to fight for those that make us feel like we're losing. We get back up and we fight because we see people like you who came to us at the bottom and now look at you. Ms. Watkins, what you want to say about Catrice Bacon?
Oh, Your Honor, I just want to say, I mean, everything that she said is so true, and she should be proud of herself. I do think that she has done a lot of hard work, and she has remained committed despite various obstacles, ups and downs. Trying to assist in parenting her children from afar is a process, but she's getting it. Her and her mom are working together, teaming up, and I think that's really been helpful for her to feel like she can be supportive to her mom from afar in the parenting role. So I definitely think that has helped. We're looking forward to connecting with Alice J's groups on Thursdays. I was able to wiggle some things around so Catrice can participate. So she's planning to be there, and she's looking forward to that. We appreciate you, Alice. And her Social Security is processed. That's been quite a journey, but she has stayed on top of that, all of the paperwork, everything needing to be done. So within the next month or two, I expect for that to be completed. So she'll have a reliable source of income. And she wants to look at culinary school. So that's our next step that we're looking into. There's lots of funding right now for going back to school. So we're trying to access some of that for her. I know there's a class that Mr. Griffin wanted her to take, and I'm waiting for him to send that information, and we'll get her signed up for that. But overall, just as she mentioned, proud. She stayed the course. She doesn't give up. She communicates when things are hard and finds resources for that support. And that's all you can really do in life. As you mentioned, you know, we can have ups and downs, but what you do and reaching out for help and not giving up is what she's done. And it's commendable. 1 year sober. The ladies here are all celebrating her all day, which is why she wants to go, because she wants to go celebrate all day with everybody else here. So we're really proud.
Yes. All right. Very good. Alice J., what do you want to say about Catrice Bacon?
Man, she is light years from where she began. You know?
Yes.
It's like you in the stars, baby. You in the stars, you know. And I'm so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. And can't wait to get closer and connect with you a little bit more, because you got to have that foundation when you're moving into the next level. You know, of that support system, assistance that's strong and who understands some of the stuff that you're going through. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Alice J. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you want to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Bacon, on the 1 year clean and sober. We are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. Such a good attitude, such a positive attitude. You have a bright future ahead of yourself. Be safe. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Bacon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Bacon, you're the kind of person this program was made for. Person who comes thinking they can't do it. I can't get up anymore. I've been knocked down too many times. And you found it in yourself to get back up again one more time. And now look at you. Look at where you've come from where you've been. What an amazing journey you have had, Ms. Bacon. I'm happy to see that. We're very proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. In staffing, we talked about the fact that she's going to do the sobriety portion of our ARMS program. And so, Mr. Yancey, I know that Mr. Griffin will connect with Ms. Watkins.
Yes.
And that's online. And so, but we just want her to have that portion of it.
That's correct.
And then, all right. And then, Mr. Yancey, was there anything else that Mr. Griffin wanted us to know about Ms. Bacon other than what we've talked about?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Mr. Griffin knows that Ms. Bacon is really doing great. So we're going to connect her with that final component, and then she'll be in pretty good shape with us.
All right. So she should be coming back for a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin, and then we'll talk about, because her time is going to term out, but she still gonna see us and just say hi to us and all that good stuff and not forget about us, right?
Right.
Ms. Bacon, okay, I'm just checking. All right. Mr. Yancey, what's her next face-to-face?
It will be on April 19th, Your Honor.
All right, and I know I wrote down some notes about her 2-year jurisdiction mark coming up. And so we'll have to look at that on the 19th. I believe that's what Mr. Griffin was stating. We have to look at that. So get that sobriety piece to the ARMS program completed. Get in your meetings with Alice J. and do those things before you come back to see me on the 19th, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna schedule April 19th at 9:30, but if Mr. Griffin determines that it needs to be a court date, you all can come into the courtroom, okay? He'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, good to see you, Ms. Bacon and Ms. Watkins. Good to see you both.
Good to see you as well.
All right, take care. And thank you for all the work you're doing, both of you. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Your Honor,
All right, let's go. Yes.
Your Honor, may I just quickly address the court? We've
Yes.
received an offer on Ms. Thomas. I sent that to Mr. Reed in his chat. So Mr. Reed, if you know how to pick that up, otherwise I can email it to you. And maybe Mr. Reed and Ms. Thomas wish to go into a breakout room.
All right. Very
I
good.
don't have the offer, so let me.
Okay, Mr. Fikes, you might just want to email it to him and then let me know, Mr. Reed, when you're ready to go in the breakout room.
I'll do that, Judge.
All right, let's keep going. Okay, I see Mr. Smith in my courtroom. Why is Mr. Smith in my courtroom? Because he's not even on my docket.
I can answer that, Your Honor.
Answer it.
Your Honor, he was scheduled for yesterday, and he had to work late yesterday and was on public transportation. So you so graciously let us come on today.
You put that gracious in there. Yes, you did. All right, Mr. Yancey. Alice J., I don't know that you have any other cases with us. Are you good? Good to see you. Thank you for all that you all do. And so I'm sure we'll be talking. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, take care. All right, Mr. Yancey, can you place Mr. Smith's case number on the record for me? And then Miss, oh, your last name just escaped me. McCallum. If you could add Mr. Smith to my docket for today. Brandon Smith. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's that case number?
Yes, Your Honor, it is 200-559-5110.
All right, thank you, Mr. Smith. Unmute. And now, Mr. Smith, you know you're killing me with that hair today. You know I'm about dead over here. About dead.
I know.
State your name, Mr. Smith, with your 2 Afro puffs.
Brandon Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith. You in between hairstyles.
I know, right?
Okay. All right. I'm just checking. How are you doing today, Mr. Smith?
I'm doing excellent. How about yourself?
What you about to say about them Afro puffs? What you want me to know?
I actually had to hurry up for work, so I had to do something quick to it.
You don't have no Borax in there, do you?
Nah.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Because then I was going to say, you don't went too far, Mr. Smith. You don't went too far. All right. How are things going
I know
with
where
you?
the line. I know where they draw the line at.
You know where to draw the line? All right. Okay, Mr. Smith, I'm counting on you to do that. Mr. Smith, you couldn't make it yesterday because you were working, and of course, this court wants you to keep your job because you're doing well. And Mr. Yancey reported that you otherwise were doing well, and so that's why I agreed to let you come in today. Tell me what's working for you, Mr. Smith.
Okay, first I want to say I definitely appreciate it and thank you. And
you're welcome.
Other than that, everything is well. Just working. Doing the groups first, and then the dropping, and everything as well.
All right. And so tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you. What have you learned?
Well, in group, I actually learned a whole lot. But some of the stuff that I learned in group, like we do like keywords and like self-awareness, self-motivation, humbleness, mindful thinking, responsibility, self-evaluation, finding the root of the problem, confronting the problem at the root or the source, prevention, and the steps that we can take to get us out of the situation that we in and how we can prevent it from happening again. So, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I actually learned with the group, but, I don't want to take up all the time.
Do you see my face, Mr. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
I said, Mr. Smith taking notes, he paying attention, and it's obviously helping you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Look, thank you for, I was a little concerned about you engaging initially. And look at you, you are fully engaged. And so I hope that you feel you're getting something out of it that's helping you.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. What are you struggling with, if anything, with respect to working your program? You having any issues?
Actually, no. Mr. Yancey is like a uncle that won't let you go. That won't let you go on the bad. He won't let you go out the street without looking.
Now I'm about to start calling him Uncle Yancey from this day forward. I love it. So he keeps you on track.
Yes, ma'am. On a serious note, Mr. Yancey actually do an excellent job with me. He real understandable, and he give advice where it's needed, and he make you think about decisions and worrying about the responsibilities and the actions that we take. But yeah, he's doing real good with me. I appreciate him.
Mr. Yancey, did you hear that?
Yeah, I appreciate him listening, and it was funny when Miss Bacon was on, and I started thinking about some of the other people that I have on, and Mr. Smith, and a lot of times we start off quiet, and we just have to kind of evaluate everything, and then we reach acceptance in the program, and that we're really trying to help you. And I just, and it might sound silly, I always think about caterpillars and butterflies. And the reason I say that is because there's hidden beauty and there's blossom beauty. And a lot of times, we can't you know, there's something there and we can't see it, and we just have to be patient, believe in the process, and then, you know, things evolve. So Mr. Smith is doing well. I think the biggest thing with him is just helping him with his time management, getting to all these programs and still working hard, dealing with public transportation. But you know, he's trying hard. He's trying to be a better person. And we just want to assist him. And I just feel like I'm just a vessel for the rest of our team. So, you know, less of me and all of everybody else. So we're doing well.
Well, you're doing a great job, Mr. Yancey. You are, and very proud of you, Mr. Smith, for, you know, rolling up your sleeves and getting in the fight, because this is for you. It's really for you. And so if there's nothing you need us to help you with, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you all want to add?
Thank you, Judge. It was a good report. Keep up the good work, Mr. Smith. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And if I might add, Mr. Smith, we are proud of you. You get high marks from us when we talk about you. We're all on your side. We got your back because we know that you have that you believe in yourself and you do the things that are positive for you. So keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Mr. Smith, you have any questions for us today?
No, ma'am.
None? All right. I want you to keep up the great work you're doing, Mr. Yancey. When do you have Mr. Smith coming back?
Yeah, I have him coming back April 8th of this year. April 5th is really getting packed, so I have him come back April 8th.
Okay, that works, Mr. Yancey. Thank you for looking out for us.
Yeah.
And that'll be at 8:30?
Can he have?
He needs 9:30 or 10 o'clock.
Yes, at least 9:30. That'd be super great.
Okay, Mr. Smith, 9:30, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, very good. Keep up the great work.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Reed, I'm gonna try to do 2 matters. Are you ready to go in the breakout room with Ms. Thomas?
Yes, I am, Judge.
All right, Ms. Thomas, and she's been so patient with such a good attitude. I appreciate you. Because some people do come on and they try to act like they gonna be mean to me. And so I'm glad that you're not. So I'm gonna open the room. Let's see if it works.
Bald head, that's it. I look mean because I'm bald head. I ain't got no hair.
No, ma'am, you don't look mean. All right, I'm gonna open our rooms. Tell me if did you all get an invitation?
Yes, Judge, I have it. Invitation. Thank you.
All right, very good. All right, let's do the young lady that's in the courtroom.
Judge, I
I'm
have
gonna do her case. Uh-oh, did you get it, Miss Thomas?
In there now, Judge.
Okay, wonderful. All right, let me see. Is that Miss Caldwell? Okay, yes, ma'am. Come on and join us. Can I get an ROA for Miss Caldwell Flint? Because she's not one of our regular cases. Have you wiped off the stand already? Thank you, officer. I appreciate you. All right, I have case number U56066520 for Miss Amaya Caldwell Flint. Ma'am, please state your name.
Hi, my name is Amaya Caldwell Flint.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, please.
All right, and so Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, have you had an opportunity to look at the ROA for Miss Caldwell Flint?
I don't believe so, Judge.
All right, she was charged with no person should appear semi-nude at a sexually oriented business. This happened back in October. The ticket was written back in October of 2020. She was scheduled, she posted a cash bond. You just posted a cash bond?
Yes.
All right, and so you pled not guilty. Is that correct? She did have her arraignment on the bench warrant March 12th. What's today? The 19th? And so we brought you back on today
Yes.
for pretrial. And so I believe that they were supposed to be looking at seeing if they could get a deal for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And so, Mr. Fikens, have you all had an opportunity? I think the first time she appeared before me was on a mental health court day. I think that's what happened.
Yes, I'm looking to see, Judge, if I can see something from the prosecutor. I don't see anything, and I apologize.
Can you see if Ms. Caldwell-Flynn has any other outstanding matters here at 36th District Court? Do you have any other tickets outstanding? This is your first ticket? All right. Mr. Fikens, you want to just see if you can put in to the prosecutor? You haven't had a chance to talk with Ms. Caldwell-Flynn, right?
I don't believe so, Judge. I don't think so. Certainly not.
Okay. All right. Do you have your
I can fax Mr. Fikens the ROA, Judge.
Can you send that to him?
Email.
That'd be great.
To go
Thank
in the
you.
breakout room, we can have Miss Caldwell go into our conference room, and you can put him in the breakout room, Judge.
Okay, let's do that. Send him the ROA. You all, I have an 11:20. I've got to leave off this bench at 11:15. So we can make it happen. We have plenty of time.
Okay, Judge, and also I don't want to rush the court, but I have a BJA Zoom call at 11 about a site visit.
Okay.
So if we can probably jump out and do Mr. Howell.
Yes, I'm gonna do Mr. Howell now. I'm gonna send Mr. Fikens. Did you need me to reach out to the prosecutor, tell him you need another offer?
No, Judge, I'm in contact with them. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. So we're gonna have you go in our conference room because you've been sitting here. I'd like to get your matter resolved today while you're here, especially since you posted a bond. So to have you go into that conference room. Mr. Fikens, let us know when you're ready for her to go in the conference room. I'm not gonna send her in here just now. I'm gonna have her have a seat.
I shall.
And then
Judge.
I'll send her in the conference room for you to do a breakout session with her. And then you all can go over an offer or whatever the prosecutor says, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Would you like to talk to her before you reach out to the prosecutor?
That would be
for an
wonderful,
offer?
Judge.
So then she does need to go in there.
Yeah, well, when Mr. Yancey gets done, I'm gonna wipe everything down.
Where's Mr. Yancey? He's leaving out? Okay, so she's gonna go in and then you have your phone with you?
Yes, I do.
Will she be able to dial in from her phone?
Probably not. My service sucks.
Okay, so how would she dial in there then?
She's just going to be on. We have the Zoom up in that conference room, so.
Oh, so y'all haven't been in the conference room. Okay, let me stay in my lane. Officer, you take care of that.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything else.
Okay, she has no other outstanding matters here at 36, Mr. Fikens, just so you know.
Thank you, Judge. And is there a ticket number available? Can Mr. Morgan provide me that? I can look it up too.
I have it. Here it is. It's U560-66520.
Thank you, Judge.
It's on your way to your
Okay.
email, Mr. Fikens.
Mr. Morgan, I don't need you to. I can look it up. I'm fine. I'll text you in case I can't look it up if there's some problem.
All right. Let's go to Joshua Howell, and then I'll do my updates for the remainder of my docket, because I have a couple of things that, and then I need Ms. Robs to circle back to me if somebody could get her a message on Daisha Smith, because I have Daisha on my docket just for an update.
Yeah, she's waiting, Judge. She's ready. Okay, we'll get to her.
Okay. Oh, there she is. Look at that. All right. Mr. Morgan, can you indulge me for 2 seconds to close out my docket so I can release? Or you don't have time?
No problem.
You sure? All right. So
you have 20 minutes. We got it.
all right, let's do it. I have Billy Joe Yaya, U329-00516, U378-44217, U487-44018, and U534-61219. Billy Joe had, Miss Yaya had a face-to-face on today, and I need to know her return to court date, and that would have been Miss Cleveland. Does anybody have a return to court date? All right, Billy Joe is in. All right, I'll keep going. I'll get that return to court date. And then I had Miss Shabbat. Well, Miss Shabbat has the same case manager. And then I have Daisha Smith. I have case number 17061285501 for Daisha Smith. Miss Robs, just let me know what happened with her, if you could, just real quick.
Yes, Your Honor. Contact was made upon yesterday with the help of Mr. Morgan to Miss Alice Johnson. Briefly, Your Honor, there are no beds available at the Sunrise House at this time. Miss Alice Johnson has an appointment to talk to Miss Smith on today. I've also called. I reached out to Miss Johnson also this morning on Zoom as well as via phone. I'm just awaiting a phone call back to see what can be done for Miss Smith. So at this time, Your Honor, no plans have been made at this time due to no beds being available at the facility.
All right. So I know I said that I was taking positive images off the table. Did they have a space for Miss Smith?
Your Honor, I can follow up and see. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I haven't contacted Positive Images.
Okay. Look, Miss Smith can go over there and mess up if she wants to. It's her mess to make. Her kids will be right back in the same position they were in before. Maybe we should think about sending her to Positive Images until we can get her into Sunrise.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Unless you're adamantly opposed to it.
Honestly, Your Honor, if I can be honest, I'm really adamantly against that facility. Just
For her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. She's gonna have to stay put. I don't feel good. Miss Robs is the front line with Miss Smith. You all talk to me offline about this, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, Judge, Miss Johnson she does have a plan with Miss Smith. She is, they're calling the facilities on a daily basis to see if they have openings. And Miss Alice J said it usually take about 5 or 6 days for that opening. So, but we are calling, they are calling on a daily basis. So she'll continue to update us.
Okay. Well, Miss Smith put herself in that situation. If Miss Robs is saying no to one facility not being a good match for Miss Smith, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna trust Miss Robs' judgment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, you have something else different you'd like to say?
No, Judge. No, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Circle back to me. Give me a return to court date for Daisha Smith.
You're muted.
Ms. Robs, you're muted.
I apologize, Your Honor. I believe we gave the date for April 9th, Your Honor, due to the courts being closed on that April 2nd. So April 9th, 2021, Your Honor.
All right, at 8:30 a.m. for Daisha Smith. All right,
Yes.
very good. Circle back to me later, Ms. Robs. I have an 11:20 to 11:55, and then circle back to me, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Did we get return to court dates for Billy Joe Yaya and Rachel Shabbat?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, for Billy Joe Yaya, her 4 cases, what's the return to court date?
For April 9th, Your Honor.
April 9th, 2021, that'll be at 8:30 a.m. And then the last matter that I have is 200-555-7301, U56806-120, and case number 190453320 for Rachel Shabbat. What would be her return to court date?
It would also be April 9th, 2021, Your Honor.
All right, at 8:30 a.m. Thank you. And then it looks like we're ready on Ms. Thomas. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Indulge me for 1 second more, Mr. Morgan. All right. For Ms. Thomas, I need some case numbers for Ms. Thomas. Can someone read her case numbers? And then Ms. McCallum, if you could add those to my docket for today. I'm ready on Ms. Thomas's case numbers. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Defense Attorney, and Vet Court Defense Attorney, and other attorney. Judge, Ms.
Oh, I'm
Walker has
sorry.
three.
1 second. I'm sorry. Let me place Ms. Caldwell and Mr. Fikens in a breakout room. Is that correct, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, I'm talking to the prosecutor right now, but I should be getting an offer soon, Judge, or some response.
Okay, can I still go ahead and place you all in the conference room?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good. You'll be going to conference room number 6. All right. All right, I'm sorry, Mr. Reed. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been informed that Ms. Thomas has 3 matters before the court today. The first case is U10661613. The second case is U10661713. And the third case is U50846119. Judge, I've been informed that there's a recommendation from the city to dismiss the 2 cases ending in 1-3. Those tickets are from December 6, 2013. One is a cabaret, failure to produce a cabaret license, and the other is a conduct ticket. And there's a recommendation to dismiss both of those tickets with a stip to probable cause. The third ticket is a failure to display a cabaret license, and it is from February 23rd, 2019, and they want a guilty plea on that ticket. My client wishes to take advantage of the offer. She would stipulate the dismissal of the 2 2013 tickets, and she's willing to plead guilty because she says she is guilty to the ticket from 2019, which is failure to display a cabaret D license.
Okay, was there a recommendation for a delayed sentence on the matter that your client is pleading guilty on?
Judge, I'm going to say something now. I am disappointed that the government is not recommending a delayed sentence on that ticket in light of the fact that the state government is doing so much to expunge felony records. I would hope that the city would do something not to create a misdemeanor record on a defendant. But I know the court has no control over the offers that the government makes. My client is willing to plead guilty, and because she is guilty, and there is no delayed sentence recommendation from the government on that, Judge, and I am disappointed about that, but my client wishes to resolve this matter today. And I understand the court has no control over the offer that the government makes, but I had to put that on the record, Judge.
Can you print out ROAs for Ms. Thomas, all 3 cases, and make sure there are no others? All right, thank you. Ms. Thomas, state your name for the record, please.
Ariane Thomas.
All right, Ms. Thomas, you heard the offer from the people. Do you wish to take advantage of that offer?
Yes, I do. I am pleading guilty to the last case.
Yes, ma'am. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, I do.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Reed?
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Thomas, we had an opportunity, and we thank the court for that opportunity, to talk in the breakout room. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I explained to you your constitutional rights. I explained to you that you had the right to a trial by judge or jury. You have a right to call witnesses. You have a right to testify. You have all those good rights, but you wish to waive those rights and plead guilty to the charge of no cabaret D license. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And no one is forcing you to plead guilty. I didn't threaten you in any way to make you plead guilty. You're pleading guilty because you are guilty. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Judge, I believe this is a voluntary waiver. I'm satisfied, and I'll do the factual basis if I may.
Yes, you may.
Ms. Thomas, we talked about the ticket you're pleading guilty on, and that is failure to produce a cabaret D license And on the date and time of this ticket in the city of Detroit, you were employed at a gentleman's club, and you did not have a valid cabaret D license. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I'm satisfied, Judge, a voluntary plea. We stiffed the probable cause for dismissal of the other two tickets, and I would like to address the court prior to sentence in this case, if I may.
All right, thank you. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. And Mr. Mr. Reed, you may address the court prior to sentencing.
Thank you, Judge. Again, I thank the court for the opportunity to talk to my client. She is respectful, polite, and courteous. She informs me that she does have a high school diploma. She has she's a single parent. She has a 13-year-old son. She is currently employed at a restaurant in Dearborn, where she has been working for approximately 1 year. She was pleasant to talk to. She made me smile, and that's always good for me. I like to smile. Judge, I put all this on the record because I want the court to have some background about my client. She's a very nice young lady, and I wanted the court to have that information before imposing sentence. And she's ready to be sentenced, Judge. I want to tell a story, but I don't want to tell a story. Thank you, Judge.
I'm scared for you to tell the story, Mr. Reed. I'm scared. All right. So here's where we are. I'm going to follow the recommendation from the prosecuting attorney. I'm dismissing the two matters ending in 1-3 without prejudice. I'll give those to you, Ms. McCallum. And then on the remaining matter, where the defendant has entered a plea of guilty, I am going to assess a fine in the amount of $50. I'm going to assess the cost in the amount of it has to be $200. So the total that's going to be owed to the court is $250. I am going to waive any warrant costs that have been assessed. And of course, no warrant costs will be assessed for the ones that I've dismissed. And so I'm going to set this matter for a 90-day review. Ms. Thomas, I need you to come in and pay your $250 immediately. Are you able? When are you able to pay it?
Girl, 2 weeks.
No, you can't call me girl.
I'm sorry.
Judge, let me tell the story now. I introduced myself to Ms. Thomas as Attorney Reed. By the end of the conversation, I was being called baby, and I had a flashback 50 years when I knew someone who called me baby. Thank you, Judge. That's the story.
This is too much. It's too much on a Friday. This is too much on a Friday. All right, Ms. Thomas, what I'm going to do is I need you to have this paid. I'm going to give you by April 16th, 2021. So you really want to get it paid on the 15th, or you're going to have some issues. I'll schedule this matter for review on June 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. At that time, you're going to provide, at the time of review, and I'm writing it up, Ms. McCallum, because I want this in the ROA. You're going to provide proof of employment that you're working. All right, no other tickets. You can't get any other tickets issued by Detroit Police Department, and hopefully no other police department. And you must have paid your fines and costs by April 16th, 2021. And so you're going to appear on Zoom June 25th, 2021 at 8:30. And then we'll go from there, okay? Make sure you come on time this time. On your right day, okay?
I didn't get the information to it. When she told me I had called because I just called to pay off my other ticket. She said I had a warrant. I said, hi.
Yeah,
okay. I came in and tapped in with your court because you are a nice person. I do remember meeting you, and we never had a problem. I didn't run off. I was in a bad situation then, so I didn't get the information.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're here today taking care of business. And so I'll see you in June, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good day. Thank you for your patience this morning.
You guys.
Mr. Okay, Mr. Morgan, how quickly can we do Joshua Howell?
I'm not for sure, Judge. The federal BJA meeting is at 11 o'clock.
Okay, we might have to come back.
Yeah, yeah, and it's gonna be for at least 30 minutes of me and Mr. Wade. This is about a site visit that they try, a virtual site visit. So
Okay.
this is important.
Right. So we'll have to just come back because I can't, when people are not doing what they're supposed to do, I'm not going to put them before the people that are scheduled on the docket. It's sending the wrong message. And I'm all about messaging. So I'll have to put what time would you like me to bring Mr. Howell's case back, Mr. Morgan?
Judge, I think I'll be done at 11:30. So 12 o'clock maybe.
I won't be finished until 11:55, so it might have to be like maybe 12:10, and that's if y'all don't want to take a lunch break, because I'm going to eat some lunch today, Mr. Morgan. I want to eat our favorite lunch today. I want me and you to share our favorite lunch today on me.
So we're going to come back at 1:30.
Okay. Can we do we need to come? Look, Mr. Reed is about to implode. Mr. Morgan.
That's okay, Mr. Reed, because he's mental health. I'll get Mr. Barton or Mr. Griffin on the line at 1:30 because he's a mental health client.
Okay, good.
Does that work? All right, that does work because they've had more interaction. And Mr. Morgan, in between time, let's talk about whether or not Mr. Howell should be coming down to the courthouse, because I'm convinced he's not in the right environment to be healthy, and I want to put him in the right environment. So let's talk about that, but we'll schedule to come back at 1:30. Okay. All right, Mr. Howell, so you need to dial back in at 1:30. Mr. Morgan, let's just make it, Miss Wilson, can you do 12:30?
Sure, anytime is fine.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Morgan, 12:30 works for you? All right, Mr. Howell, dial back in at 12:30.
Okay, see you in a minute.
All right, thank you. All right, are we ready on the last case for this morning?
If that's Flint Caldwell, we are, Judge.
Yes, we are. Come on, Miss Flint Caldwell. Thank you all for your patience this morning.
Thank you, Judge. No,
It's Caldwell Flint, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna get it. All right, I have the following matter. I have case number U56066520. State your name again for the record.
Amaya Caldwell Flint.
Thank you, and thank you for your patience this morning. All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. My client, I just got off the phone with the prosecutor. My client would like to avail herself of the offer because it was an anticipated offer. She would be pleading guilty to being off the stage in a semi-nude condition, asking this court to consider a delayed sentence of 1 year.
All right, very good. Is that your understanding of the offer?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing this on your own free will?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
I'm satisfied as to her constitutional waiver, Your Honor. May I proceed to the factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Ma'am, on October 31st of 2020, were you working in the city of Detroit at a gentleman's club by the name of Truth?
Yes.
And that was in the city of Detroit, correct?
Yes.
And did you appear off stage in a semi-nude position or condition?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to accept your plea of guilty. I'm going to follow the recommendation of the prosecuting attorney for a 1-year delayed sentence, which means as long as you do not get any additional tickets, as long as you pay your fines and costs as ordered by the court, then you don't have to come back to court. The matter will come before me in a year and it will be automatically dismissed. Mr. Fikens, is there anything you'd like me to know about your client before sentencing?
Thank you, Judge. I want to note that she was pleasant throughout our 2 conversations together. We talked last week. I'm sorry that I have to apologize to her and to this court. I should have followed up quicker than I did, but I thank you for that opportunity to do it. We were able to secure that offer. She wants to work it out. She wants to move on with her life in these days and ages. I don't know that dancing is a preferred occupation anymore for her. I think she wants to move on and make a better life for herself, and that's why she wants to work it out. She did tell me that the reason she didn't show up is that she had changed her address during this time, but she stands ready, Judge. She's not offering an excuse. She just wanted the court to know that she wouldn't purposefully try to avoid a court hearing.
All right, no problem. So you paid a $200 bond, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So here's what I'm gonna do, Mr. Fikens. I'm gonna waive any warrant costs, so that way she'll be able to use her $200. I'm assessing our costs, however, at $200. The fine will be $75. So the total amount is $275, which means you have a balance of $75. When will you be able to pay that?
Today.
Pay it today, ma'am. Get this behind you. Very good. I'm going to have this matter scheduled for review for dismissal on March 16th, 2022. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, no issues. What are you doing with yourself now?
Well, I'm a certified nail tech for the state of Illinois. I have a lash and lingerie business. I'm about to start school to get my bachelor's so I can become a dentist, and I'll be traveling back and forth.
All right. Well, you do it. How old are you, ma'am?
21.
You're 21 years old. You have your whole life ahead of you. Come on, do it, okay? I'm glad you're here today so you don't have a warrant out there, and you'll get this dismissed. Just make sure no other interactions with the court or with the police, all right? You're very welcome. Have a seat, wait for your paperwork. Ms. McCallum, I did write it up for you. I have one last matter I need to put on the record. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, and Ms. McCallum, I'm gonna give this to you. It's written up on the prosecutor's offer. It's not on the docket, but add it to my docket because I need them to know the work we're doing in here, that we have a full day, even though we get it done within 3 hours, but we have a full day. I have the following cases: U322-49816 and U49162218. And the defendant is Kevin Stanton. Mr. Stanton was a candidate or was referred to mental health court. Based on the assessment that was done, the evaluation that was done by the mental health care provider, the prosecuting attorney, Alexis Schneider, has made a recommendation to dismiss both of his matters without prejudice. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm dismissing both of his matters.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right. And that's it for us. All right. Very good. You all don't have to come back at 1:30. One of the attorneys from the mental health court docket will come back, not at 1:30. I'm sorry, Miss Wilson, it's 12:30. And then we'll do that one case with them because he's got a lot of stuff going on. All right. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Great job. I'm in the building if you need me. I'll be in chambers.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank
Are we
you.
still live? Are we live?